Hi Year 9, welcome back to your lessons on an inspector course. This is your second plot consolidation lesson. Okay, so your do-now task is on the board. What was Mr. Burling like throughout the play? So you did that as the character map, Act 1, 2, 3, last lesson. And if you could make a comment about the characters and responsibility, what would it be and why? Okay, so are they responsible at any point in the play? Do you think they're all equally irresponsible, or does that vary between characters? So pause the video and do that now. Okay, good. So today is a fairly simple, straightforward thing. What I want you to do is write me a summary of each of the 3 acts, okay? But you're going to do that a bit like a tweet, okay? So if you were on Twitter, you only have 250 words in your tweet, basically. I know they've removed that recently, but for the purposes of today, I want you to not go over 250 words per act. So in Act 1, we meet the characters, the inspector arrives. Before that, we've got all the stuff that Mr. Burling says to set the scene about how he feels about things. The inspector shows up, and we learn what Mr. Burling and Sheila did. Act 2 is when we find out about Gerald's affair and Mrs. Burling and what she's done. And then Act 3 is when we find out about Eric, and also when the inspector's gone, we find out he might not be real, but then somebody is coming. So summarise each of those in more detail than I've just done. That wasn't anywhere near 250 words each. I want you to put some more detail in. You might find that Googling an inspector calls summary of acts or Act 1 summary will help you, and you can use some information that you find to make sure you include everything that you could. Okay, so there's an example one for Act 1 here. So Act 1, Eva Smith is dead, but who done it? Mr. Burling is in the chair first, bad boss man, couldn't even bear to part with an extra shilling. Then Sheila, a spoilt little rich girl, couldn't stand the fact that someone looked better than her. The inspector is taking no prisoners. Oh wait, what's that? Gerald Croft, OMG. Hashtag suicide, hashtag investigation, hashtag Act 1, hashtag don't mess with the Burlings. Okay, so up to you then, 250 words per act. Off you go. I will see you next lesson.